Yeah. Jack boys too. Come on about that watch. Come on about that brace. Jack boys too. Gonna be catch up my Jack boys too.
Like I ain't got no place to stay. Malibu Roberta acting like a Chevy cause of 10 buses stand swapping stereos. High oblige, bumping Mary. Merry Christmas, Ronnie's really merry. Scared Halloween like every day more ordinary. Okay, planet floods and princess guns for the tooth fairy. Okay, only time we seen results was watching Jerry. Only time I seen the lake was watching Rookie. Okay, but I'm sleeping with them sticks as sticky. We brought magic to the stool cause he get tricky. At the violate the strip, you come and get me. They done ran out of drugs, we throwing benches.
Please stand for the pledge. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Carlsbad. We have a great show planned for you today. We're going to have Layla live with Mr. Threet, and we're going to have Kira live with Speech and Debate. What else are we going to have?
That's right. We're also going to have Vivian on location, as well as Tristan on Magic Window. That's
right. It's going to be a great show, Lancers, so let's get it started. I'm Claire Alton.
I'm Dane Carlson.
And CHSTV starts right now. Now we have a story brought to you by Grayson and Addie about Mrs. Miller, a bio teacher here at Carlsbad. Let's roll the piece.
My name's Miss Miller, and I'm a biology teacher at Carlsbad High School.
Although Mrs. Miller finds herself teaching high school students now, it hasn't always been a norm for her.
My career started in high school. I taught high school for 16 years and then moved from Northern California to Southern California, and that's where I ended up in middle school. So I've been in middle school for about 5 or 6 years. And then I had the opportunity to come back to high school, and I took it.
With her transition, Mrs. Miller has observed more than just changes in her curriculum.
I think the social really kicks in high school. That in middle school, they're starting to, develop socially, but in high school, you guys become super social.
However, this transition can also come with some challenges.
We're using a different curriculum than I used before, so I guess that's the biggest challenge is just making that curriculum feel like mine and getting to know it and getting to love it and having students like it too.
Despite any challenges, Mrs. Miller always finds a way to connect with her students.
I think that's usually relatively easy because you guys come with so much energy and you tell me your stories and you tell me about your day and the game that you won last night and all of those things. I think it just lends itself to lots of conversation.
To anyone considering a career in teaching, Mrs. Miller gives this advice.
I would say that it's a really fun job in that every single day is different. Every class is different. Every student is different. And so if you want a job that doesn't feel monotonous and that it's the same every day, teaching is the right one.
Reporting for CHSTV with photojournalist Addie McDermott, I'm Grayson Valdez.
Thank you, Addie and Grayson, for that piece. Lancer Dancers and ASB are raising funds for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. There are donation boxes in the classrooms and the main office until October 30th, so make sure to donate, Lancers.
Lancers, volunteers are needed to assist with upcoming campus tours. 10th, 11th, and 12th graders who are willing to participate in the tours, please see your grade level Google Classroom for more details and a link to sign up. Or go see Miss Ibanez in the counseling office. Next up, we have Layla live with Mr. 3. What's up, Layla?
Thank you, Dane, and good morning, Carlsbad. I'm Layla England here with Mr. 3 to talk about a serious issue here on campus regarding hate symbols. Mr. 3.
Thank you, Layla. Good morning, Lancers. I want to take a moment to talk about something serious that's been happening on our campus. Recently, we've seen an increase in swastikas showing up around CHS. These are not random drawings or harmless symbols. They represent hate, violence, and the attempted destruction of entire communities of people. Seeing something like that on our campus is deeply hurtful and goes against everything we stand for as Lancers. During our recent No Place for Hate advisory, we talked about intent versus impact and how our actions, words, and even jokes can have a much deeper effect than we realize. You may not intend to hurt someone, but the impact can still be painful and lasting. This is one of those moments where we have to pause and reflect on what kind of community we are choosing to be. Carlsbad High School is a place for every student to feel safe, seen, and valued. Let me be very clear. Hate speech, racist language, or hate symbols have no place here, and there are serious consequences for those choices. Acts like this will be treated with zero tolerance and may result in suspension, expulsion, or even legal consequences. But this message isn't just about punishment, it's about responsibility. It's about each of us doing our part to build a campus where everyone feels they belong and are safe. If you hear something or see something that doesn't sit right, say something. Report it to a teacher, counselor, or administrator. Your voice matters. Let's lead with empathy, speak up for what's right, and show what it truly means to be a Lancer. Leaders who are appreciative, non-judgmental, critical, thinkers, empathetic, respectful, and scholarly. Together we can make sure CHS continues to be a place where kindness, respect, and courage define who we are. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on, Mr. 3, and making us aware of this issue. Let's continue to promote kindness here at Carlsbad. And now I'll send it back to Claire.
Thank you, Layla and Mr. 3, for that super important interview. And so CHS counselors are offering live one-on-one support to help students complete applications for UCs, CSUs, and the Common App. The next live one-on-one is October 30th at lunch. Interested in robotics? Robotics Club will meet every Tuesday after school from 3:30 to 5:30 in room 2008. Meetings will take place every Tuesday and all are welcome.
Tava live with ASB talking about making healthy choices during Red Ribbon Week. Tava?
What's up, Carlsbad? I'm here live with ASB to talk a little bit about Red Ribbon Week. So, Ivana, can you tell us about Red Ribbon Week?
Yes, so today is day 2, and we're going to talk about alcohol, prescription drugs, and marijuana, which are the most commonly used substances among both youth and adults. In the 12 to 17 age group, about 10% use illicit drugs, and that's around 8% using marijuana and 5% using prescription drugs. Starting drug use at a young age raises the risk of addiction. So those who began at 14 or younger have a 13% dependence rate compared to just 3% for those who start at 18 or older. Underage drinking also causes about 4,300 deaths each year amongst people under 21, and early use of substances like tobacco, alcohol, and marijuana increases the risk of major depression, alcohol dependence, and other substance use disorders.
All right, that's very interesting. And Chase, how can we support Red Ribbon Week?
Yeah, Red Ribbon Week is about standing together to live drug-free and make choices that lift us up. So this week, let's wear red and show that our school chooses strength, health, and respect.
All right, and any shout-outs?
Yes, I can, period 3.
Mr. Stewart, period 1.
Thank you guys so much for coming out. Now I'll send it back to Dane.
Thanks, Tava. The Carlsbad Unified String Collective will be hosting their annual fall concert on Thursday, October 30th. The show starts at 7 p.m. and will take place at Sage Creek's Performing Arts Center. Tickets are available on the CHS Orchestra website.
Tickets are also on sale for the Carlsbad Theater Department's production of You Can't Take It With You on GoFan. The show will be on November 6th, 7th, and 8th in the CAC at 7 p.m. and tickets are only $10 each. Next up, we have Kira live with Speech and Debate. Kira?
Good morning, Carlsbad. I'm here with Speech and Debate to ask them a few questions. So, what made you interested in joining Speech and Debate?
I joined Speech and Debate not only to enhance my public speaking skills here in my high school career, but also in my future career. And that's why I've been on the team for 3 years.
Awesome, and I heard you guys had a tournament last weekend. How did that go?
So Carlsbad hasn't done this style of debate in years, so it was really cool to see everyone come together on the team and provide their competitive best, which is what ultimately won 2 of our rounds.
Sounds great. And how do you guys prepare for tournaments like this?
So the weeks before, we try our best to write our cases as best as we can, and then the week before, we really try to spend as many hours as we can feeling prepared for the tournament.
Thank you, and I'll send it back to Dane.
Thanks, Kira. Winter sports are just around the corner if you are planning to play boys or girls soccer, basketball, or wrestling. Make sure you have filled out the athletic clearance. Clearances are need to be turned in by November 1st. Look on the athletics website for more info. Peer tutoring is now available in the library. Stop by Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, each week from 3:35 to 4:30 p.m. No registration is required.
Lancers, if you want to promote your club, submit an announcement on chstv.com/announcements. Now we have Vivian on location giving us a football update. Vivian?
What's up, Lancers? I'm Vivian, here on the football field to discuss the events of the last football game. Now, Carlsbad High had an unfortunate loss against LCC with a final score of 50-22. Now, this week, Carlsbad will travel to Del Norte on Thursday for their final game of the season. Now, this last game will decide if we make open division playoffs or not. So good luck to the boys, and I'll send it back to Dane.
Next up is Tristan on Magic Window, reflecting on last motocross season. Take it away, Tristan.
Moving on to the 250 class, we have Hayden Deegan, super fast, won most of the races this season. He is kind of cocky, so a lot of people don't like him for that. We have Joe Shimoto, Levi Kitchen, Tom Vial, Jordan Smith, and Julian Beaumere, all super fast riders and super great. Now moving on to the points standings for 450 class, Jet Lawrence did end up securing first place with 509 points. Rode super good this season. Super consistent and super fast, with his brother Hunter Lawrence coming in second place with 454 points, and a fan favorite this season, Eli Tomac, coming in third place. He did want first place, but didn't get it. Now for 250, we have Hayden Deegan with 500 points, Joe Shimoto in second, and Garrett Marchbanks in third place. That's my rundown for you guys, and I'll send it back to the anchors.
Thanks, Tristan. Now we have a look at the thought for tomorrow's story on a football coach here at Carlsbad who progresses his players one practice at a time. Let's take a look.
That consistency and that coaching and that culture, you have to be able to build that. So when they get into the program, they understand there's a way of life here. There's a way of thinking here. There's a way of playing football here. And for me, Carlsbad football, this is the standard.
Now we're going to go look at our edit from the last Blizzard football game. Let's go take a look.